I believe knowing what's important to you will lead you to living an inspired life. Welcome back. It is Steph here from stephjking.com, coming to you from beautiful Brisbane, Australia. And today I want to talk about knowing what's important to you. Now, I see a lot of advice out there which talks about what they think you should hold important in your life. And I understand where they're coming from. Commonly, they're talking about the 7 core areas of your life, such as health, relationships, wealth, spirituality. But the purpose of this video today is to look at what's important to you and knowing what your highest values are in life, and not looking to other people and taking on other people's ideal values into your own life, thinking that you need to make them your own. Because it is very easy to get stuck into a life where you are living that you think is important to you, but when you realize that we've either taken it through other people's values or also through society idealisms, such as you need to have a baby by a particular age, or you need to be married to have a child, or just any of these common things that we kind of see that comes from society. And it's also very easy to take on other people's values and what other people find important in life. And most of the time you may see that we take on the values from our parents, particularly when we're growing up. We have such a highly influential period of our time where our parents are living their values and we try to take them on as our own. And also our spouse, because we're really close to these people, we find that just because they're interested in a particular area of their life and that's where their highest value is, that we tend to take it on ourselves. And particularly in this day and age where there's such a huge presence online, all you need to do is scroll through social media and look at all the fitness inspiration or all the home inspiration that's on there. And we tend to look at it and then think that that's something that we should be doing. And then we take that on as an important area of our life and something that we should be focusing on. Whereas we need to kind of flick the switch and start looking at ways where we can identify what is our sole purpose and what's important to us. Now, I'm going to take you through a couple of areas that you can look at to identify what this may be for you. And then at the end of the video, I'm also going to share with you a way that you can take a free questionnaire that goes even more in depth, that will also result in you finding out what your top 3 highest valued areas in your life are. So make sure you stick around. The first question you need to ask yourself is, what excites you or inspires you? When you're doing something that's not necessarily valuable or your highest priority in your life, you'll probably feel tired, you might feel drained emotionally and physically. Whereas when you're doing something that really excites you, that's probably a bit of an indication that that's something that you hold valuable. So most of the time when you finish whatever it is, you feel excited, you've probably got even more energy and you're feeling more inspired. The second thing is, watch the type of language that you use when you associate to a particular activity. So when you're using terms like I should or I have to, what you'll find is you're feeling obligated that you need to be doing that. And most of the time that will indicate a situation or an activity that isn't going to lead you to your highest values that you hold important to you in your life. When you start using terms like I'd love to or I'm really excited, you can see the difference there, that you are actually excited to be doing something, and that's going to show you what you love to do and what you're actually excited to do. Whereas when you feel like you have to go to gym or you should go to gym, what you're doing is you're taking on other people's opinions and what other people hold important to them, and you're making it your own. So when you don't go to gym 5 times a week like you said you would, you find you start to beat yourself up and you start to feel negative emotions. So it might be that you start to feel guilty, Or you might use phrases like, why am I so crap at this? Or why do I keep giving up? Or I'm such a quitter. And those negative terms will normally mean that you're trying to be someone and put focus on an area that's not valuable to you or not what you hold important in your core belief. Number 3 is, what do you talk about? When you catch up with your friends that you haven't seen for a while, or whether it's face to face or over the phone, and you're catching up with them, what are the top 3 topics that you will normally talk about from your own personal opinion or you ask them about? So for example, I will always talk about how my partner is and how he's going and how we're going as a couple. And I'll also talk about their children. So I will ask how the kids are, what are the kids up to, what are they doing as a family? And that shows me that relationships and children and family are important to me. And the 4th one is, how do you manage your money? You need to look at the way that you use and you spend your money. You might say financial independence and wealth is important to you, and that's one of your highest valued areas in your life. But then you don't have a good money management plan in place. You're not saving money and you're not investing money into your future either. Instead, you're going out and maybe you're spending it on home decor items, or maybe you're spending it on a brand new car that you've had your eye on for a little while. See, I'm really organized with my money. I have a really good management plan in place. I save a portion of my income. I save another portion towards investing. And I'm also really happy to go without certain things. So I don't go out shopping quite often. I don't buy a lot of clothes. I don't need to have the latest toys, like a new phone when it comes out, or the latest car, or whatever it may be. So that shows to me that because I'm willing to focus more about saving and investing my money versus going out and buying these other things, then for me, that's an important area of my life. Whereas for you, it may not be. It might be that you're inspired by fashion and you love fashion, so you want to go out and buy all the latest clothes. And you may not be inspired to save all your money. And that's where it really comes down to, everyone is going to be different and everyone's values in their life are going to be different. No one is going to be the same. We might have common values with other people, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we show it in the exact same way either. For example, you might really be into fitness and you meet someone that's really into fitness as well, but you might be more into the nutrition side of fitness, that, you know, fueling your body with the right foods is helping you and helps with recovery and gets you to your goals. Whereas this other person, they might have a high value for fitness, but it might be in weight training, whereas yours is in the nutrition and the cardio side. So you can see that whilst you have the same values, it can be shown in different ways. So I learned a lot of this through light bulb moments in 2017. Last year was a big growth year for me, and it really just shone a light on all the things that I was doing based on other people's importance or values in their life, and actually realized what my highest values were, and I was okay with that, and I allowed myself to be that person because I knew that I couldn't live in anyone else's values, and vice versa. Things really changed for me after that. And what happened was, I love the law of attraction, is that I started to attract other mentors into my life that really helped me build on this as well. So Dr. John Demartini is absolutely fantastic. I recently went and did his free questionnaire, which dives deeper into how you can find out what your areas of importance are. And I will definitely link that below because I went through it. I found it really, really helpful. And it just really highlighted some additional areas in my life that are important to me as well, that I knew that I could focus on and be okay with focusing on them. He also has a really good book called The Values Factor, which I'm currently listening to. And that's just taking my knowledge even further. And some of the stuff I'm learning from this book I captured in this video for you today. So I would definitely go take his questionnaire so you can determine what your highest values are in your own life, and also read the book so you can then determine how you can take this information and live a beautiful life, and the life that you really want to live, and something that's really inspiring to you. So I hope you got value out of this video. If you did, then I would love it if you could please give it a thumbs up, and do please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are in this beautiful world, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.